Heading out of camp. We didn't stay at a shelter or an actual campsite last night. There was just a flat spot that other people had camped at along the side of the trail. We were tired, so we just stopped, and we had this mountain to climb, and we just weren't up for another mountain climb after all the mountain climbs yesterday. So we stopped and got in our tents before it got dark. But yesterday was a pretty long day for both of us. We were tired and we slept pretty good. We had rain and thunderstorms and a wind advisory last night, and that woke us up a little bit, but even then we slept through most of the worst of it, and it was pretty bad. One time my tent slapped me awake when the wind hit it really good. Already warm and out of breath this morning. Still climbing. We are going over Yellow Mountain right now. Then we have Standing Indian Mountain to go over. That's the really big one. And then we walk along Chestnut Ridge today. So we have some climbing to do still, and we're still going up. Ooh, rocks, tripping. We had about an inch of rain. That's what we were supposed to have last night. So the trail's really muddy and slippery. So you have to be careful of roots and rocks and stuff, and the mud. That is not water. Those are clouds down in the valleys. I wish you could see this in person. It's hard to see all the layers and how beautiful it really is and how big these mountains are on this little phone screen. But I hope you can kind of tell. Here's our trail. Look at all the color. It looks like fall right through here. These trees haven't quite lost their leaves yet. Just a whole clump of them. Here's what we just came down. Isn't that just gorgeous? It's fall again. No shortage of water on the trail today. crosses the trail and goes on down. Now this is the parking lot we were trying to get to last night. This is Deep Gap North, and there are tent sites here. But we just did not have it in us to climb one more mountain last night. These roots are slick. Have to be really careful on them. We are climbing Standing Indian Mountain now, and it seems to be pretty rooty and rocky and big. It's a big mountain. Well, I'm glad I don't have to walk over the log right here and that there's a handrail. Waterfall right there. I walked right past this, turned around to see where Linda was, and then noticed this, the AT sign carved into the log. Nice. We're still keeping it to around 8 miles a day if we can. And honestly, 8 miles is about what I can do. Most days, or a lot of days when, like yesterday when we had so many climbs, mountain climbs, 8 miles was a good number. One of the outfitters we were talking to kind of explained it a little bit. He said everybody carries the same gear. And so women are carrying a greater percentage of their body weight than the men are. The men may be a little bit bigger body-wise, and they may have bigger clothes, which might add a pound, but still we're carrying a lot more weight for the size of our bodies. So we may have to start out a little slower. Sadly, though, a big man could lose 60 pounds on the trail and come out looking like a prisoner of war or something, skinny. Most women don't lose very much weight. So that kind of is proof for us women. It's hard to lose weight. We can walk all day, every day, and still not lose weight. Women can lose 0 or maybe, 10, 20 pounds at the most. And most of them do not lose a lot of weight at all, even carrying a higher percentage for their body weight. So we like to hold on to our fat ladies. This is Standing Indian Shelter. We are not to the top of the mountain yet, but close, I think. So we're going to stop here for lunch and get out of this rain. Not much to this one, just a little platform to sleep on for a small number of people. And then these, you hang your backpack on these, and the little things on top are supposed to help keep mice from getting into your backpack, climbing down the ropes. Smart little buggers. We had lunch at Standing Indian Shelter. It was good. And now we're heading back up Standing Indian Mountain. We had lunch with he was there, the shelter. We had met him at the Around the Bend hostel, and we had picked up some steaks at the grocery store, and he grilled them for us. He's way up there. You just barely see the back of his backpack. Way up there. For my family and friends that may not know about blazes, the two blazes means something's going to happen, you know, a change of directions. And when you have an offset blaze like that to the right, that means the trail is turning to the right. So here we go. It does indeed turn to the right here. And there's the next blaze on the tree. Switch back. Not a lot of view here, it's a little foggy. But we're not to the top of this mountain yet. Hopefully the fog will clear by the time we get to the top. This is, I think, one of the bigger mountains we've climbed. Well, so far the uphill hasn't been too bad. We seem to be following an old logging road, so it's not as steep as a lot of our climbs are. So this isn't too bad. I think we've got about 2 miles of ups to get to the top of this mountain. So maybe most of it will be on this old logging road and it won't be too hard. I think we've got 900 feet of elevation left to get to the top. That's the top of our mountain right there that we're climbing. We're almost there. And there's not much of a view, but a little bit. Oh, wow. Look at this. Linda. This is really amazing and beautiful. View from the other side of the mountain. Made it to the top. Walking through all the green, I guess that's lichen on there. All those trees. Very cool. See, look at them all. All of them are green. Trees. I hope they show up as green as they are. They're all green. We've got about an inch of rain, which I think how much we were supposed to get. So here's the trail in places. Whoa, that was slippery and muddy. hope it shows how bright green all of this is on video. It is just beautiful. I've never seen anything like this. All the moss on the rocks, the green on the trees. Standing Indian Mountain is really gorgeous. Even though we didn't get super good views because of the fog, this is just really nice. Looks like a bad storm just came through here. Wonder if it was the one last night. Knocked all these trees down. Pretty recent, it looks like. Still on Chestnut Ridge, kind of the ridge, I guess, that goes along at the top of Standing Indian Mountain. So we're still on it. It just keeps on going like this. Just a real gentle downhill and then kind of an uphill and back and forth. Pretty flat though and easy. Today has been much easier than yesterday. Much easier. Even though it's a bigger mountain, there was just one mountain. Even with the rain and everything and the mud. Much nicer, much better day. Well, we're getting close to camp. We're deciding whether we should stay at this tent site or not. Today has been a super easy day. In spite of climbing one big mountain, it really has not been bad at all. So it's early. I don't even know. We got to the top of the mountain at noon, a little bit after noon. So it's probably 2 or 3 now. I don't even know what time it is. I haven't even looked. But it's still raining and everything. So if we tented now, we could take a little break. I could edit some videos and it would be almost half a day. Be a very easy half day. Well, today was a nice, easy day. Even in the rain, I felt almost like doing half a day just because of the terrain, and we finished pretty early. It was a really nice, easy day, which was exactly what I needed after yesterday. It was so hard. And have a good night.